I am the Executive Director of the Old Town Commercial Association. So we do everything from... so basically we're the community development organization here. We were started in '96, and we handle everything from like business recruitment to like obtaining like a lot of festivals and event management as well. We probably do about 15 major events a year. So we're really having the events, and then also we have a lot of partnering events that happen in Old Town. You know, we take care of the trash cleanup, we do all the beautification projects, so like installing benches and bike racks to putting up holiday garland on our light poles, the banners, the trash removal. That's all us. So it's a variety of things, and we kind of keep, you know, the neighborhood alive and well, and try to support it in any way we can. Well, I started basically interning right after I graduated from Michigan State. So I got a degree in advertising, and I loved events. So, you know, to this day, you know, people just love interning here because they have a chance to really work on some major events and get a lot of experience. So I knew that's kind of the avenue I wanted to head into. Loved working with people, and so I thought this would be a perfect kind of bridge. So after my internship, I was like, I just fell in love with Main Street philosophy. So, you know, we're a Michigan Main Street community. It's a national program. We're part of the Michigan program, and you know, it's all about volunteer recruitment, engagement, and using volunteers to produce, you know, events and businesses and all different things. So there's just a lot of very cool energy that happens with this type of programming. So I really fell in love with that idea, and I knew that I wanted to do that, you know, as like, you know, starting off my career. So I ended up started looking for different jobs, and anyways, long story short, the executive director was leaving here and going to work for the state, and I kind of just funneled into her path and ended up getting the job. So never thought I would be an executive director right out of college. It's a lot of responsibility, and I continue to learn so much every day, but I have an awesome board of directors, an amazing, brilliant, creative people that I'm surrounded by daily, so it's quite a blessing to be a part of this. So, I mean, like a small event like that, everything is really channeled through our committee. So that's part of our economic restructuring committee, which focuses on business recruitment, engagement, ways to support our businesses, you know, like business assistance programming, co-op advertising, all sorts of things like that. So, you know, one of our committee members thought it would be really great to do an evening mixer. So, you know, the committee thought of the name, you know, they put different ideas out on Facebook. Then they started working with our local bars, and were like, would you be interested in hosting something like this? They, you know, Zuby's Old Town Tavern stepped up, and they said, yep, we would definitely be on board for something like this. It's a Tuesday night, brings people to our, you know, our establishment, you know. And so they become a partner with the event as well. And so then, you know, we create a Facebook group, we push it on our social media, you know, our website, things like that, you know. So, you know, and I go back to my committee members all the time. It's like, you know, you're a business owner, you're, you know, a worker in the community, you know, how are you going to find out about this information? So it's always leaving that door of communication open, and not relying on my brain only or my intern's brains, like how should we advertise? You know, it's more like, you know, you're the person that we want to get at the table. How should we interact with you? So, you know, that's kind of what we think about. We're really trying to engage. You know, it's kind of like you gotta pay to play, and I don't think a lot of people think about that enough. Right. You know, one of my business owners here, Chad from Craven's Popcorn, you know, he does a fantastic job with social media, and I think Zuby's Old Town Tavern does another fantastic job with social media. Meat does a great job. You know, you just watch what they kind of do, and you realize, you know, that there's like strategic, you know, positioning that you do with your posts, you know, and you really have to think about that. And so that takes a lot of time. So I think that's something that we're kind of working with, and I'm utilizing, you know, my student interns who, you know, some of them are getting degrees in that, you know, on it, because as a nonprofit, your budget's, you know, like shoestring every year. Right. And so, you know, how do you capitalize on your audience, you know, through social media? And I think that's one of the best outlets that I love the historic architecture, you know.
I love these buildings.
It's kind of funny, like I will be working here. I've been down here for 3 years now, and you know, sometimes I'm just driving, I look up, and you don't look up enough. You're just always focused on, okay, I gotta go here, I gotta go say hi to this business owner, and then you're like, look up for a second, and it's absolutely incredible. There's just so much history here. But I think my all-time favorite thing is just the people that are down here. People that are down here care, you know, and it's fantastic to work in a community where they they love what they do and they want you to be a part of it, and you know, you want to be a part of their success, and it's, you know, that's just something that you can't get many places. But as for the community, you know, I really want to focus more on strategic business recruitment and how to expand our budget. You know, being a nonprofit and being heavy in events makes it a little nerve-wracking every year because you never know if you're going to have bad weather or whatnot. So how can we, you know, extend our bottom line and, you know, not have to worry about events so much as, you know, what makes our profit. But also bringing in really strong businesses. I think we've been lucky in the past few years, you know, and there's a lot of businesses that are growing. They're doubling their size and going into other storefronts, which is fantastic. So what other things can I do or my committees do to help build those opportunities for other businesses, or find, you know, similar businesses that would fit well here that might want to open a second location that could be, you know, in your small town, or, you know, away from Grand Rapids or Detroit. You know, they're looking for, you know, opening their market in a different area of Michigan. So.